Hey guys, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Come on in. And when you come on, share this with the last 5 people that you text. So what's this week? September 2025. So week of 7th savings. Hey guys. Hey guys, come on in. Share this with at least the last 5 people that you text. Share this with at least the last 5 people that you text, okay? The last 5 people that you text, okay? So this week, in the school app, okay? In this week, in the school app, if you're not in the school app, you definitely want to get yourself there. Let me see. Can I even make a comment? Let me see. Start a poll, or are you in the school app? Okay. Okay. That's how you do that. Okay. Okay. Are you guys in the school app? Okay. Hey guys. So welcome. So I'm going live more. We're going to be talking about money. We're going to be talking about finance. We're just going to be talking about all the things that we need to talk about, to get ourselves ahead, achieve some, financial success, for us and, our children, right? So this week in the school app, we're going to focus on saving our money. Okay, we're going to be focusing on saving our money. Now, if you're on my team, that means you joined my cash flow team and you're in my inner circle. We're literally going to be on Zoom. So if you're in the school app, we go live on YouTube. And if you're in my inner circle, we go live on Zoom. So if you want a deeper dive into your finances and you want to be a part of the inner circle and you want to be a part of the group coaching where we're focused on your finances and getting your finances in the right places that it needs to be so you can always have money, then make sure you join, and get yourself, in position. So we're going to be focused on saving. So I actually have a little coloring book here. Okay, I actually have a coloring book here. It says save. S is for save, right? And he's holding a little piggy bank, right? And as children, right, our parents told us to save. Our parents bought us, little piggy banks and, stuff like that for us to, save our money. But as adults, what piggy bank do we have to start saving? Okay, what piggy bank do we have to start saving? Okay, what piggy bank do we have to start saving? Okay, and I want you guys to think about this as adults, right? Again, S is for save. We're focusing on savings this week, okay? S is for save, right? Adults, we gave our children piggy banks so they could save their little pennies and their quarters and their dollars, right? But as we get older now, right, adults, we need piggy banks, right? We need something where we can save our money too, right? So what I want you guys to do, right, is start thinking of how you can save your money. I want you guys to start thinking how you can save your money. Hold on, let me put this in my group. Let everybody know that we are live. How can we start saving our money, right? So this is the whole thing um, that we will be focusing on this week. So let me see. Say share. How can we start saving our money, guys, starting this week? So, as children, right, our parents give us these piggy banks to start saving our little quarters and, things of that nature, in it, right? And, as kids, of course, we don't really, understand, what savings is and, saving money and, we really don't know what that really means, right? So as children, right, we only understand, what mom tells us, what, dad tells us, what, brothers tell us, sisters, everybody, right? What everybody, tells us. So we don't really understand money. We don't understand how it works, your money. Like that's what my dad used to say. It might be an emergency. It might be a rainy day. To me, every day is a rainy day, right? My mom used to say she was broke all the time. So as a young kid, I thought I was broke, right? And and my grandmother used to say, "Oh, cut up every credit card that you have. Cut up all of your credit cards." Like literally, my grandmother used to say, "Cut up all of your credit cards," right? So this is the financial advice that I got as a kid, 10, 11 years old, 15 years old, right? So there was really nothing, about financial literacy, right? But we got piggy banks, right? And our parents told us to save our money in our piggy banks, right? So S is for save. So we're going to be focusing on savings this week in the school app. Okay, the school app, if you guys are not in the school app, you definitely want to get in there. Okay, I have PDFs for free that you guys can download so you can start focusing on your finances, right? They said the average person don't have 500 to their name. Okay, so I want to help more people get at least 500 to $1,000 so you can always have money. Okay, so make sure you guys are getting into the school app. I got free lessons. I have a way for you guys to get a high yield savings account, for your emergency fund and for your savings. Okay, so S is for save. Right. So I didn't get too much financial advice. So let me know in the comments what financial advice did you guys get, growing up. Like I said, my mom was always broke. My dad said save for a rainy day. And my grandmother said, make sure that, you cut up every credit card offer that you get. So let me know what you guys financial literacy advice did you get from your parents. Okay. What was the financial literacy advice, okay, that you got from your parents, okay? So we're focusing on savings, okay? And what we need to start doing, okay? We don't need to run to Walmart every time. We don't need to run to Amazon every time. We don't need to run to TikTok shops every time. We need to really get focused, right? And say, how can I start saving my money? Okay. Again, you could save for a rainy day, right? You could save, for, if anything happens. But what I'm teaching is that you need to save money for the sake of having money. Okay. You need to save money for the sake of having money. Okay. We need to save money for the sake of having money, not just saving money because I want to get a car or I want to get a house. Right? No, I want to save money so I can always have money. Okay, our parents told us to save money. We were saving up for a toy. We were saving up for, a trip. We were saving up for sneakers or whatever the case is, right? But as adults, we need to save money for the sake of having money. Okay, so how do you start doing this, right? You got to start paying attention to your money, right? And as an entrepreneur over the last 13 years, I've learned this stuff. Right? Like you got to save money for the sake of having money. You want to always have money, right? I mean, I know I do. I don't want to feel like I can't get ahead because I don't have money. I don't want to feel like I can't go certain places because I don't have money. I don't want to feel like I can't travel somewhere because I don't have money, right? One of the wealth hacks, and this is what I've learned, one of the wealth hacks, guys, is paying attention to your money. Right? What's going in, what's coming out, right? What's coming in and what's going out, right? If you're making $5,000 a month and you're spending $8,000, you're negative $3,000 every single month, right? And then by the end of the year, it's like, where did all my money go, right? I know people making 6 and 7 figures on their job, and they're like, where's my money? What? What do you mean, where's your money? Right? So people are not paying attention to their money. And if you're making less than $90,000, right? If you're making less than $90,000, guess what, guys? You're considered to be in poverty living in America. $90,000? What? $90,000? Come on, guys. Like, if you're not in the school app, make sure you guys get into the school app. I have a free PDF for you guys to download. And it goes over the steps of understanding financial independence, understanding financial freedom. We go over understanding business credit, understanding how you can have a high yield savings account. All right, because that was one thing that we didn't know about, right? High yield savings account. Like, all these banks, they just making money on us and, we ain't making no money on them. So how can you start saving in a high yield savings account? And in my school app, there is a classroom module where I show you how to download your high yield savings account. Okay. And you can literally get up to 3% a year. Okay. You can get up to 3% a year. Okay. In the app. Right. So it's a digital app and everything's going digital now. Like literally everything's going digital. You could go to school. You could work, from your cell phone. You could work, online. Your banking is online. Bitcoin, is online. Everything's online now. You can take college courses. You could become a whole full-blown teacher. Everything's going digital, right? And so this is why it's so important, guys, that we start paying attention to our money, right? Because regardless if everything's going digital, we're in a recession, the economy's doing bad, the economy's doing good, we still need money. We still need money. The average person don't have $500 to their name. The average person doesn't have $500 to their name. The average person, guys, don't have $500 to their name. That is so sad, right? So we got to start saving our money, okay? In the app, I have a high yield checking and savings account where you can start saving your money, right? And how do we start doing this, right? We got to start paying attention, right? We got to start paying attention to our money. We need to start putting $5 up, $10, right? $20, $100, right? $1,000. We need to start putting that up. I tell people to have at least 1,000. Here's the numbers. $1,000 to $10,000 in your savings account and have it in a high yield savings account that's making your money money. Okay? That's literally, guys, making your money money. Okay? Literally. Let me see if I can. Okay? Making your money money. Okay? A high yield savings account. Okay? Making your money money. All right? Why wasn't money taught in school, right? Because money's power, right? Money gives us the power. Money gives us the ability to have options. Money allows us to go places. Money allows us to donate money. It allows us to help more people, make an impact in more people's lives. We need money from the day we're born to the day we die, and we need money every day in between, right? So if they taught us about money, we would have more financially stable people today. We would have more millionaires today, right? So the powers that be don't want people financially stable. They don't want people financially free. They don't want more millionaires, right? Because now when you have money, you're not dancing to the beat of someone else's drum, right? People living on Social Security, people living on a pension, and milk is $10 a gallon. A bag of Doritos is $10. Bread is $8, right? People cannot survive, right? So again, saving at least $1,000 to $10,000 in a high yield savings account. Saving $1,000 to $10,000, guys, in a high yield savings account is going to put you in position to always have money. Okay. Any extra funds you get, save it. Right. Any extra money you get left over, save it. Right. You get birthday money, go save it. Right. And here's the mindset behind saving is that I always want to have money. This is the mindset behind saving. I always want to have money, right? I always want to have money every second of the day, every minute of the day, every hour, right? Every week, every month, every year, right? I want to have money. Okay. See, when you have money, you feel good, right? When you have money, you feel better about yourself, right? I used to hate telling my kids that I couldn't get it for them, right? I used to tell my daughter I had to wait to get paid so that I can give her $20 for a trip, right? I hated that feeling, right? So I had to figure out, guys, how to put myself in a position so I won't ever be out of position, right? And money helps you to be in position, right? So as an entrepreneur, I had to learn how to save. I had to learn how to budget. I had to learn how to tap into passive residual income, right? So now, I mean, I could have a $50,000 month. I can have a $5,000 month, right? But I got to know how to balance that. I got to know how to budget that. I got to know what goes where, right? I got to know what my bills are, right? We have to pay attention. One thing that wealthy people do, guys, is they pay attention to their money. Okay, they pay attention to their money. Okay, make sure you guys share this with 5 people, the last 5 people that you text. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. My goal is to go live more. I have my school app. This week, we're going to be focusing on saving our money. In the school app, I have a PDF that you guys can download for free. And if you guys want to take a deeper dive into your finances so that you can really start to achieve some financial independence, right, and focus on passive residual income, make sure you join my team, my inner circle, and we do live Zooms. Okay, we go live on Zoom, and it's a group coaching, group accountability, and we're focused on getting financially free. Okay. Why was money not taught in school? Because money is power. Why wasn't finance taught in school, guys? Because money gives us options, right? You don't have money, you're not going nowhere. You don't got money, you can't buy nothing. Huh? I don't care how pretty you are, how cute you are. Your looks don't get you nothing. Right? So we got to get focused, guys. So saving, your goal should be, this should be your goal, to save at least $1,000 to $10,000 in a high yield savings account, getting at least 4% interest. They call it APY, right? 4% interest on my money every single year. Okay. And start this for your children, right? Start this for your children. I'm actually coming up with a coloring book. Well, this is kind of like the draft for the coloring book for the ABCs of Wealth Building book, as you guys can see in the back. So this is the book. I have for the kids. And if you guys don't have this book for your children, make sure you get this for your children. This is actually a conversation starter. You can learn something and your kids can learn something too. And we will be having a coloring book. So savings, right? Everybody needs to save. One thing I learned is that if you save money now, money will save you later. If you save money now, if you save money now, money will save you later. All right? I'm sure you guys heard that, right? If you save money now, money will save you later. So make sure you guys are in the school app. Okay? If you're on my list and you came from my list, make sure you download the app, get inside the app, stay abreast of what's going on. Because what I'm doing, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, in this app. You guys know that I work with the school system, and I'm working with parent coordinators. I'm working with PTA. I'm working with the principals. So I'm gonna be telling all of their communities to get into the app so we all can get financially educated, right? So that we all can start winning together, right? So we all can have money. Right? So we all can travel. So we all can go places. You guys see, I got a tan. I just came from the Bahamas. I'm about to go to Grenada. Like, I try to get out of America as often as possible, baby. Like, I don't want to be in America too often. Okay? So, but we have to have money so we can have those options, so we can travel, so we can go wherever we want to go. Right? So the goal this week, okay, is to focus on savings. Set your own goal, right? If you're in the school app, post, let us know what is your goal this week to be able to start saving your money and having your money make money, okay? The goal should be, right? Because they said the average person doesn't have $500. The average person, guys, don't have $500. $500. Right? The average person don't have $500. So your goal should be to save at least $1,000 to $10,000 so that you can always have money. Okay? So we want to set ourselves apart from everybody else that's struggling, living check to check. They can't go nowhere. They can't travel nowhere. They can't get their dream car. They can't get their dream house. They don't know what to do. No, I don't want to struggle. Right? I don't want to feel dead. I don't want to feel like I can't breathe. Remember a client, she came to me and said she didn't have, she said she didn't feel like she could breathe because she don't have any money. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I can't breathe. I don't want to feel like I can't do this or I can't do that. I want to be able to do what I want when I want. And we need money to get it done. Okay, so if you guys are not in the school app, make sure you guys join the school app, and I will see you guys on the next live.